What's up, gamers? Hey, once again, thanks again for tuning in to the Game Rebirth DL channel. So what do we have today? Today we have PlayStation 2 games for the PlayStation 3 on Slim 4.82 custom firmware. So I had these PlayStation 2 games that I dumped a long time ago. I used to use an emulator, but now I have my PlayStation 3 with custom firmware, so we're going to go ahead and install those to the PlayStation 3. Also, we're gonna need the package file, which is called MULTIMAN. So this will enable us to run the PlayStation 2 games. It's a pretty nice tool. So as always, a great source, PSX Hacks. If you wanted to get to the custom firmwares and hacks for the PlayStation 3, once you go to their webpage, they're gonna have specific information for the PlayStation 3 with custom firmware and the information on how to modify it. So you can see like the Cobra Light PS3 custom firmware, but the one we're going to target today is going to be MULTIMAN version 4.82. Now you can go in there and get the file. I'll go ahead and leave it in the description as well. So make sure you get that file so that we can go ahead and run our PlayStation 2 games in the PlayStation 3. So now you guys can see that I have the file in my desktop, as I had already downloaded it. I connected my USB drive and I'm going to format it. You don't really have to format it all the time as long as you do it just once, but remember to keep it at FAT32 and then you should be fine. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is going to create a folder, and we're going to name it as PS2 ISO. Remember, all capital letters. And then within that folder, we're going to transfer our PlayStation 2 ISO. Now, depending on the size, you guys know that PlayStation 2 games are fairly large. Now I'm going to transfer the MULTIMAN package file to the root of my USB. And guys, we're gonna keep on building within this USB, so have one stationary because we're gonna be adding ROMs later on. So we move on to the PlayStation 3. You guys see that my USB has been detected, and make sure once we insert the USB to the PlayStation 3 that it is on the right hand side. So now we select the package manager. Okay, so now we're going to select install package files, and we're going to select the standard folder. And once you select the standard folder, you're going to see the MULTIMAN version 4.82 base package. So we'll go ahead and press X and install it. So it shouldn't take that long. It's 35 megabytes in weight. So now we're going to get that little dude, which is pretty cool, and with a smile. So we launch MULTIMAN. Okay, so now once we launch MULTIMAN, it's gonna give us like disclosures or terms and conditions. If you agree to them, you can click yes. So make sure you read them before you accept them. You know, so I read them, I'm cool with them, so I said yes. And then it's going to install it into the internal hard drive of the PlayStation 3. Okay, so now you guys can see that it's going to have its own user interface, which is pretty cool. Now once you launch it, it's gonna have like background music. It's kind of pretty loud. So go to settings and then find the theme audio. And if you want to keep it, it's cool. If not, disable it. For me, I decided to disable it. I don't really need that music. I already got the background one that you guys are listening to. Okay, so you guys can see also that I've installed other PlayStation 2 games. We're going to be modifying step by step this PlayStation 3. So now we're going to install our ISO PS2 games. Also, if you press square, it'll keep on changing to retro PS2, SNEX. Now if you press R1 or L1 as well, it's gonna toggle between themes. It depends which one you like. You can go ahead and put it in there, so you can browse through your files differently. Just depends what's your taste, which is pretty cool too. But I like the theme with the XMB, just keeping it kind of like the PlayStation 3. So we launched our information within the USB drive, and then we're going to select PlayStation 2. You're going to see my 2 files in there. Now we just press X and install. And now it won't launch through the USB. So once it's installed to the hard drive of the PlayStation 3, it will be removed from your USB drive. So if you have a copy, just keep it on your computer or another external hard drive, so that you don't lose your ISO for the PlayStation 2. Okay, so now I'm going to install the next game. So now we're ready to test the game to see if it works. For this video, I'm just going to test one game. I don't want to make the video so long. You guys can see that my games are in there. I tested all my games. These are all my games that I've dumped a long time ago. You guys will see if you go back to the PlayStation 2, there will be no files in there because we have transferred them to the PlayStation 3. So I'm going to launch the King of Fighters Unlimited Match 2002. This game is awesome. I love King of Fighters. So then it's gonna kick you back to the XMB, the original for the PlayStation 3 theme, or whatever you want to call it. You guys can see the game launches straight from your PlayStation 3, which is pretty cool. You don't really need the disc. I think these PlayStation 3 Slims don't even play these games. So this is awesome. So there you have it, guys. If it helped, let me know. Comment, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. As always, Gamer Rebirth out.